Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Sue. Hi, Luann. Yippee Skippy. Treese. Hi, Treese. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Mary Casey. Hi, Helena. How are you? How did Kaylee's Manny Petty turn out? Hi, good evening, Jill. Hi, Leona. How is everybody doing on this Tuesday? Hi, Elizabeth. Hola, Ari. Hi, Joy. Hey, hey, hey. How's everybody doing? Very cute. Did she get any like nail art? Did she get little designs and stuff? I could see her having like colorful little designs on her nails. Hi, Sheila. Hi, Cindy. Can't stay, but we'll definitely. Okay, thanks for popping in. Hi, Betty. Hi, Dana. Dana, are you officially YouTuber now when it comes to watching? You officially like the tube better? Oh my goodness. Can't stay, but we'll watch the replay. Oh, you can't stay either. Okay, thanks for stopping in, Ari. Mm, no, not this time, huh? Yeah, Dana. I just, that's ice. You know, when you have the little bitty ice, and it went in there in my mouth unexpectedly. Hi, Jackie Bates. Hi, Julie Conlon. Thank you, Luann. Alrighty, so you guys seen that I post the bottle. It's pretty much done. I still have a little tweaks to do, but everything is pretty much done. Hi, Annette. Doing good. How are you? How's that beautiful grandbaby of yours? Seems all crafters are trying to build their pages on YouTube. It's because the book is it does too many funky things. It's so, I mean, from comments to going live to posting, it's too temperamental. And you don't have any of those problems over on on YouTube. So it's that's why since the beginning I've always every single video is over on the tube as well. Because they do weird wacky things over there. Weird wacky things. Yeah, Sue, it is. Thank you, Betty. Okay, so let's get my desk on the screen. So we're doing a new project today. I thought maybe we should, take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. Since, the bottle was so, so intense. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Janine. Oh, okay, Ari, drive safely. That's exactly true, Treese. And, you know, it's so frustrating, especially when I have, well, most of my videos, right, are always a two-part, 3, 4, 5, depending. And, when they knock a video out, it's frustrating because all of a sudden it's just gone. And if somebody's trying to watch that second part on the book, they can't find it. And they're like, well, how come you didn't do it? I'm like, yeah, I did do it. The book knocked it off. So, but, I always tell them just go over to YouTube because it's there. Hi, Sheila Teagan. Spread the chaos. Thank you, Mary Casey. Bubba's, I tried to tell you like 2 hours ago to charge your phone, bud. All right, you turned it off. Do you want it over here? Come over here so it can charge a little bit. Okay, so as you can see, I have a ginormous tray here. It was obviously just a silver tray. And I did a bonding primer on it with Rust-Oleum bonding primer. So I did the spray on it yesterday sometime. And then front and back as always. And hi, Miss Edie. The book that seems to be a Facebook issue. Leave FVs. Totally shut your device down for 30 seconds. Good Lord. And then I thought I haven't used this one yet. So this is Camellia. This is the cousin to Sandrina and Rochelle. So this was part of our spring release. So I thought it would be perfect, God bless you, son, to put that on the tray. And then I thought, because of kind of how abstract the flowers are, maybe we can do some of the glass work on here. I don't know. We will see. Hi, Bev. But, you know, we'll put some glass down and see what it looks like, or if we want to do some molds or whatnot around it. So pretty simple, I think. Hi, Shelly Wilson. Yes, it's absolutely beautiful. So you guys know Sandrina is one of our popular ones. Rochelle, popular, came out last spring. So then she did the cousin. She's calling it the cousin. So Sandrina and Rochelle are landscape, and this one is portrait. So it's nice to kind of have, you know, a little different variation. All right, so as always, I've base coated, or I primed it, but I always base coat. And I use my Waverly plaster. So Waverly chalk paint and plaster. Hey, Angel, how are you? Hi, Deborah, how are you? Guys, I don't even know if I should tell you, because Sue's going to yell at me. So, Trevor has to go to work this morning at, you know, crack of dawn, you know. And when I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and you can't see comments again, I don't know. A lot of people have been having those problems, Sheila. When you guys are watching, do you guys go on my page? Do you guys go to Terry Lightsey and select the video there? Or are you watching when it's on the shortcuts? Because I notice when I grab it from the shortcuts, I can't comment. And when I do comment, the video stops. And then I have to go all the way back out and come back in. So are you actually on the Terry Lightsey page and then selecting the live in there? If not, try that. If you have, I don't know. I mean, you can go over to YouTube. You can go over, you know, to Crafty Creations. I'm not sure. So anyways, but yeah, I know a lot of people were having problems with that. I was having some problems with it yesterday as well, but I noticed that if I was grabbing the video from, like, not the shorts, but it looks like that. Good morning, Nikki Hunter. I could not comment either. I had to go all the way out and then come back in. So, I don't know. Anyway, so my story, right? Hi, Roxanne. So, we left. I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, you know, and I kind of just lay there for a minute, because you guys know it's really hard for me in the morning. Everything hurts. That's how it is every morning. So I'm waiting, you know, for my pills to kick in, for my back to kind of warm up, and, you know, it's still pitch dark, whatever. I get up, I come out into the living room, I get the dogs ready and Trevor's lunch, blah, blah, blah. We get in the car, take off, and the windows have a little bit of, like, you know, the ice, whatever, on them. Can't see very good. So putting the windshield wipers on, throwing the water onto, you know, spraying it with the water. And I'm like, wow, everything's really blurry. Okay. Anyways, keep going, driving around the corner. And I go, oh man, I forgot my watch. Oh man, forgot my watch. Keep driving. And I'm like, I don't have my contacts on. So I look at Trevor and I'm like, I can't see because I don't have my contacts on. Well, Trevor has the same look of when I was, you know, driving fast that day. He has the same look of panic in his eyes. And, you know, if we were like around the corner from the house, I probably could have turned around. But if I would have turned around right then and there, he probably would have been late to work. So, yeah, I drove him all the way to the next town. I was like, wow, the windows. What's wrong with the windows? You dork. Yeah, and I kept spraying the windshield with the water. I'm like, what's going on? I can't see. Hey, you know, gotta keep it. Gotta keep it. I know, right? He might just drive himself after all these antics that he's been through lately. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I said, I don't know. Like, he looked at me and he looked back and he looked at me again. Doesn't live on the edge. Hi, Gail. Gail, you're silly. Squint time. You ain't lying. But it was kind of funny because when we finally got off the freeway, he didn't talk to me at all. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Helen. He didn't talk to me at all the whole way there. So we get off the freeway and and then, you know, we're waiting. He goes, Mom, the light's green. And I was like, I can see the thanks, Trev. Like, I can see the light is green. I can't read signs and stuff like that. And, you know, tail lights and stuff like that are a little blurry. Sorry. I know. I was more concerned about my watch. Hi, Trish. I was like, man, I forgot my watch. But that's so true. Shoot, if anything's gonna get Trevor to drive, he's gonna drive because he's like, I cannot with my mom. I just can't. She's a race car driver, driving without her contacts. Good coogly moogly. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Michelle. Yes, clearing that windshield of milk. I probably need to put water in the container for the windshield. Oh my gosh. I was like, what on earth? I kept pushing the golly, what's going on? Yeah, I couldn't see. One more mishap will I know. One more. He's gonna be like, yep, nope, I'm good, Mom. I'm driving myself now. I'm good. Okay, so good enough. I just really want this piece here because, you know, when you decoupage, you want it to be on a white, lighter base. That way the image on your paper shows up true with the color. Trevor's like, Mom, I can do it, please. I'm really surprised that he didn't say, like, do you want me to drive? Because the look that he gave was sheer horror. I got this. It's muscle memory, son. I got this. I can drive with my eyes closed. He didn't think that was funny either. I tell you, no sense of humor. Okay, so I'm only going to do it on the inner oval. I don't want to come up on the lip at all. So I'm just going to take a little score tool and I'm going to see where I want to go. Deborah. Deborah. Oh, Deborah. Deborah's like, nope. I'm sorry I live in the same town as Terry. I don't want to be on the same roads as her. Okay, so I'm just kind of getting a feel for where I want it so that we can water cut. I'm using kind of, you know, the center of it. And then I'd like to get all of that flour on there. So I'm just going to pull it over just a bit. Yeah, he didn't think his mom was too funny. She wasn't a funny Bonnie. Thank you, Kim. Oh, Janet, I'm glad you caught me too. How are you? Okay, so I'm just going to take my score tool and I'm just going to come around so I can then water cut. Miss Linda, I don't know if I said hi to you, but we think she's hilarious. What happened? You know, you guys, I'm pretty sure by now you're like, oh Lord, what did Terry do today? What did you do today? Whoopsie. Upsy doopsie. Okay, so I want to make sure that I can see what I'm doing. All right. So now I always find it easier to, when I am doing the water cut, I always find it easier because you've, done scoring on the paper and pushed it through, right? I always find it easier to turn it around to rip off the excess. Good, I'm glad. I love your stories. Thanks, Cheryl. I'm glad somebody does. I'm glad somebody does. Well, I do think that before you go on. Okay. Oh, did I get it? Good thing. Oh, was at least dried. So, okay. So I am going to water cut now. I always tell you guys when you are doing this, especially when we want it to fit in there, don't water cut. Don't put water on your score line. Go outside of the score line. Holy guacamole. It's better because if you do it on that score line, the chances of you ripping more into the paper and what you need to be a little bit smaller is probably going to happen. I know, right? Are you putting that on the back? Am I putting what on the back? Hi, Judy. How are you? Am I putting what on the back, Betty? So I'm not going to put water on the score line. Okay, I'm going to put it just on the outer part of it. And then I'm going to hold and pull. So I'm actually holding the score line and then pulling. All right. So that way I know if anything, my paper is going to be just a tad bigger instead of being smaller, right? And being smaller just means that you're probably going to have to do some color matching. So, if, you're fine with that. Then you don't, you could put the water wherever you like. We're just going to go around. I'm going to keep holding my score line and then I'm going to pull. Now, when you get these long fibers, don't try to yank them, You have to cut them, cut them. Hi, Lori. Hi, Sharon. Boy, you're even messy today. Do you have your contacts on? I did put, so when I got out of the shower, I put my contacts on and I was like, I can see. Because Nick still was awake. He goes, what are you doing? I said, and I told him what I did and he just looked at me and he went, bet you're happy you weren't in the car with me, aren't ya? Okay. Okay. Going around and around and around. And if you don't have a water brush, you can just, you know, put your brush in some clean water. That works too. You can dry tear it if you don't like to do the water. But I would not suggest cutting it because it's not going to blend and you're going to be able to see a hard cut. And I don't know, I just don't think it looks as good. All right, so we have our oval. You did? Yay! I'm so happy you got your bunny box. Okay. There's a little bit of white from the border. I'm just taking that off. And then what I want to do is I'm going to go all the way around and kind of just lay these flat. He's doing good, Janet. Thank you for asking. He's doing good with his electronics as usual. So I'm just going to lay this all down. And then what I'm going to do, this is the only time I will come with some scissors. And I'm just going to, as Juicy would say, just give it a little bit of a haircut. So, and all I'm saying is I'm just going to cut some of those fibers. So, especially the thick ones. But I'm not cutting the paper at all. I'm just cutting the thick fibers and some of, you know, like because there's a lot of fibers when you rip, right? It almost looks like fuzz. It's not even a fiber. So I'm just cutting some of that fuzz off, but be sure not to cut your paper because you don't want a hard cut line. See that big fiber right there? So just going to especially up here, there's a lot of bigger clumps right here. It's kind of like cutting off the peach fuzz. Okay, good enough. Good enough. All right. Hi, Miriam. Yeah, the long stragglies. Hi, Fondia. How are you? Okie dokie, artichokey. This is a big old mamma jamma. So let's get this in here and see what our size looks like. Okay. Really? Really? Really, really? Okay. Hold on a minute. So just want to, if there's any like there, I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a large amount that can come off. So I'm just going to come right around again and double check. And I'm going to take my score tool again. Now you don't have to do this again, but you know, the cleaner it is, the better, right? So as you can see, I probably went way outside of that line. So let's just get a little bit more off. Again, though, I'm going to come outside of the score line because now I really want to make sure that I don't take off too much. Hi, Papas. One moment. What are you trying to put on there? A phone case? Okay. So now let's check that. I'm upside down? No, this is right. So now we should be good. Yes, we can see the egg. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Carrie. Troy Tree says hi. They heard you. Okay, so I got that big part off there. And, you know, this is probably the one part that you do want to take your time and make sure that you got it fit in there right, because, you know, once it's down, right? Okay. Okay, now, is it centered or no? Because I feel like, God bless you, son. Okay. It's good? Almost. I picked up a neat looking tray that has glass inside, and on the back side it has a curly Q pattern. Not sure what I'm going to do with it though. Curly Q? Glass and a curly Q. That sounds interesting. Sounds very different. Okay, I'm just going to take off. I know. Get the paper down already, Terry. You guys, you know, today is one of those days. When isn't it one of those days? When isn't it? But, you know by now, I'm details. Sometimes get hung up on them. Okay, I'm going to cut that long fiber right there. And then let's get some decoupage varnish, matte and varnish. It's the, wait, what? Nope, that's not the right one. Where's my decoupage varnish and glue? I was just gonna varnish it, y'all. That's all. All right. It all started with the contacts. Yesterday was a full moon, wasn't it? Okay, Miriam. Yes, it was. That's why. I don't know what my excuse is the other days, but that'll work. That'll be a good excuse for yesterday. Okay, so I am going to get my squeegee, a brush, and then I'm going to go this way for just a minute, just so I can make sure that the flower's straight, because I don't want it to be crooked. You know, I'm crooked, but we don't want that to be crooked. That's going to bug me right there. Y'all, I'm probably going to lose like everybody in a second. Like, she can't even get a piece of paper down for the love. For the love. Okay, I promise. That's it. Okay, so again, oh, Terry, I'm going to work in sections. Y'all got to get your eclipse glasses before it's sold out. Oh. I think I've only done that once ever. Okay, so I am just going to come in with some glue. One of these days, I will remember to wash out the tip of that bottle and put the pin back in it. All right, so I'm going to come with my squeegee and see what we look like. So this is really why I work in sections and I don't just willy-nilly put the glue all down at one time. So that way, if I do have to reposition it, I only have that little top half, right? And I'm not trying to lift the whole piece up. And then I like using my squeegee because it pushes that product around underneath. And it gets rid of any of the wrinkles or whatnot. Okay, so we're going to lift. No, I don't think so, Deborah. I think you're good. I won't be on the road until, like, I don't know, a half an hour later. And I'll be going 99 cross town to 5. So, depending on where you're at, you should be okay. Poor Deborah. Anyways, I have my contacts in now, Deborah. It's all good. It's all good. I used bonding primer first yesterday, and then I always use as a base, I always just use my Waverly Plaster, the chalk paint. The Waverly chalk paint in the color Plaster. When I'm just doing a base coat, I don't like to use my not expensive, but I don't like to use my good chalk paints because it's just it's just a base. Not that Plaster, I mean, I love the color and the coverage, but it's so much cheaper and you can buy, get so much more. So for base coating, I'd rather use the Plaster than use my Pentart or anything else. Hey. Hi, Mary Lynn. It has. My days have been great. I hope you've had a good day too. Thank you, Deborah. It is really pretty, right? So this is the Decoupage Queen. Camellia came out in our spring release. Okay, so getting this down. And then okay. And let's get a top layer on, because since we're going to be painting the tray especially, I don't want, to not be able to get any paint off just in case I have any boo-boos and with the way today is going. All right, so always, I tell you, on the edges, you want to push up and out, right? You want those fibers to lay down. So we're going to push up and out. Really get those fibers down flat. Because if I just go like that, it's going to lay onto the paper and you'll have that. It'll look funny. So we're going to lay flat all the edging. Hi, Deborah. You're never late. Thank you, Mary Lynn. It's in my... She hasn't done much. It's in my Amazon store. It's in my Amazon store. There's a few different squeegees, and I also have squeegees always linked in my description. I have the things that I use the most. So detail brushes, the squeegee, the gator, that's always in the description. Under the product list. Yep, I haven't done much. It took me 45 minutes to put the paper down. Okay, 36 minutes. You know, Terry time. I'm slow. What can I say? All right. Let's dry this. Hey, Nicole. You're such a good teacher. Oh, thanks, Deborah. I appreciate that. Think you have enough glue on top? What? What are you talking about? Think I have enough glue on top of what? All right, so let's dry this and then we'll get the gator out. Are you still with babies, Nicole? Or are you done with the babies? Did you get some baby love? We all fell asleep when the baby did. You're like exhausted. Oh, I'm out. That was one thing that was awful when the boys, because the boys are so close in age that it was just like, oh, please go to sleep so I can take a nap. But I could never fall asleep. Never fall asleep when they fell asleep. It was so frustrating. I'm like, please go to sleep so I can take a nap. And I'd be up cleaning something or laundry or... Hi, Barbara Ross. Okay. So we are going to get a gator. We're going to get out either a 4 or a 6. What do I have here? I don't want to use that. You want to make sure your paper is super dry. Let's grab a 400. And I'm wondering, I want to paint. I'm thinking maybe a thorn, like the thorn green. Cleaning, shopping, and laundry first. So let me see. See that fly? Get away from me. Okay, I want to make sure, especially the edges are super dry, because I'm going to come in with that gator. And I want to sand this edging a little bit. And then we'll pull out some of those rocks, the glass, and see what we think about putting some glass on here, or if maybe we should just do some trim or something. I don't know. We'll see. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Rennie. So I did use the A3, and you see how big the tray is. So this is a big Mama Jamma. All right. So I'm going to get a new 400. And as always, you want to make sure you have a very, very fine grit on your sander when you do this. And I'm just going to come to these edges, and we're going to come around, and to touch with your finger, you just want it to smooth down. Okay. And you will feel it right when you rub your finger over it. You'll feel if it's enough. But you want to use a very fine grit, because as you can see, I've done that whole area and I didn't take off any of the paint. You use a very, a coarse sandpaper. You're going to take off the paint, rip your paper and everything else. You never want to do this when your paper is even just a little wet. You never want to cut your paper when it's wet. You're going to rip your rice paper. You're just asking for trouble. So if you can glide your finger around and you feel it smooth, then you've done enough. Okay, be careful. Have a safe drive. And you're not going up and down, right? I'm just pulling up. In this case, I'm just pulling back towards me. Okay. And sometimes, like up here, I keep going over this because I got a little high with that glue. So I'm actually just taking the glue off too, because you don't want, when you go to paint, the paint's going to show. So if you have like ripples of glue that's come up too high, you're going to see that. So you might as well just take it down with the gator. You don't even have to have a gator. If you just, use a fine grit sandpaper, that works too. Okay, I'm going to go all the way around. Again, I feel glue, so I'm just going to get that off. Now, this is just personal preference for me because I like to have that smooth transition from paper to paint, but not necessary. Totally personal preference. Get that. I feel glue right there. It's driving me nuts. Drive safely, Trees. All right, let's get this last bit here. And when you're laying it down with the varnish and glue, this is especially why you want to lay it flat and you don't want it buckled, right? Because you don't really have to sand much, but if if you weren't paying attention and you're just kind of gluing it and it's folding up on itself, then you're going to see, obviously, it's not going to be a seamless transition. And you just, again, details, right? Details. This is that same doggone spot. All right, let it go, Terry. Let it go. All right. So I'm going around, and to touch, it feels pretty good. Okay, so now this is Thorn. So that's Thorn. Hi, Wendy. How are you? Got in from shoveling. The dang snow just won't stop. Oh, man. Hi, Tina. How are you? This is Thorn, and this is Khaki. So, obviously, Khaki's just a little bit greener. And then, I'm thinking Thorn. I don't know if you guys... Good Googly Muggly. I didn't even take any out. Holy guacamole. I swear. All right. I think we're going to go with Thorn, and I'm going to get a... Let's get a... Well, no. I'm going to get an angled and I. Hi, Miss Shauna. Thank you. Okay, so let's, oh my goodly muggly. Okay, we got this, we got this, we got this. Okay, so let's take, see, it's so pretty. It's very pretty. And then, oh yeah. And the tray has really pretty details already, so we'll be able to bring out those details with some, you know, of our varnishes and our paste and all that good stuff. So I'm just going to come up and do the easy part first, and then we'll get closer to that paper. Thank you, Fondia. All right, let's. Do we have people all over the place today? Yeah. Yeah, we got people all over the place. So we've got a few people over on Terry's Crafty Creations. So if you hit exclamation THD, Tom, Harry, David, it will give you my TH Decor link. If you are on Terry Lightsy, Sue has been putting in the links to the direct links to the products. And then if you're on YouTube, well, all three locations, the description always has the links to all of the stores. Amazon, TH Decor, Decoupage Queen, Would You Bin. So if you ever miss anything during the live, it's always in the description. And as usual, I will paint the bottom the same color. Whatever we do to the top, I will do to the bottom as well. Yeah, we have people a little bit of everywhere. Majority are over on Terry Lightsy, but we've got you guys are pretty sprinkled out today, which is totally fine. Okay, let's turn this a little bit. Now, one thing with chalk paint, I always have people say, you know, how do you get it to be smooth, blah, blah, blah. First of all, you want to use a very soft brush. Secondly, when you're working with chalk paint, it tends to dry quicker. So either have your mister bottle out or make sure. So how can I explain this? Over here is started to dry. Okay, if I go right now without product on my brush and I try to brush over it, it's going to drag. My brush is going to drag and it's going to leave all kinds of brush strokes over there. So if you're not wanting to re-dip for whatever reason, I would mist it a little bit before you try to brush over it, because it's going to pull, your brush is going to pull and you're going to get brush marks. And unless you're going for that look, typically you don't want brush marks, right? So soft brush, And, you know, use your mister bottle, especially like I said, like over here is already starting to dry. If I go like this right now, you're going to see all kind of drag marks and brush marks. And your paint is always, it's always fine. You obviously don't want to drown it, but, you know, just a little mist will help your paint move. And it'll help with those brush marks. Hey. And we'll get up underneath the handles when we go back around, because I'm sure there's spots that we've missed. There's going to be some whites showing, because it always does. Hi, Connie. Oh, thank you. How are you, Connie? Good to see you. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with an angle brush. And just going to start getting a little closer. And especially for me, I have this fan on always. So it's, you know, not only does chalk paint just, it dries, you know, fairly fast anyways, but when you have a fan on, it's going to dry fast, you know, faster. So you just want, you know, avoid those brush marks. So even you can even mist your paintbrush, and that'll help as well. Hi, Judy Stalker. Hi, Sandy Triplet. I was disappointed that I missed you. Aww. Adulting, right? Adulting just gets in the way of all the fun stuff sometimes. So I know that I need to go back over this one more time. That's why I'm not worried about these brush strokes coming up, because I'll go back around it again and I will smooth back out the brush strokes. And then, like I said, we'll figure out if we want to do the glass, if the glass looks good, or what kind of trim or whatnot we will put around here. But if you were to get if you get close here, you can see where I've done the sanding. You can't tell where the paper is meeting the paint because it's all flat. And that's the whole purpose of using that fine sander. Thank you, Lisa. Yep, grocery, doctor appointments, blah, blah. Yep. Yeah, adulting, it gets in the way of all the fun stuff, I tell ya. Troy, what you doing, son? You playing in the backyard again? Are you the one letting the flies in? Boy, you walk quick. That was fast. Hi, Deborah. Thank you, Sandy Triplet. I know, right? When you're young, I can't wait to be an adult. I can't wait till I can drive. I can't wait till I'm 18. I can't wait until I'm 21. Heh. Now it's like, can I please go backwards? I don't like this adulting stuff. Put it on there, baby. Come on. Put it on the charger. Can you, do you want me to do it for you, or are you going to put it? I don't have it. You got it. You got to get closer to the box over there, so your cord will reach, Papa Boy. Did I miss something? Had to go out and back in, frozen and blurry. I don't. Hi, Michelle. The dumbest things I know, Tina, right? What were we thinking exactly? I'm not fuzzy and blurry on my phone, Miss Connie. You might have to go out and come back in. I don't know. The book has been really wacky. It's been giving everybody some kind of fits with either that or comments. The last few days, it's been doing that. It's better now. I know. I just, I just remember. I remember with me and my friends, this always, I can't wait. I can't wait till this. I can't wait till that. I can't. If only we could take it back. Okay, we got just this little bit, and then we'll come back around and do one more pass with the bigger brush. Okay, Terry, do it. Take your time. And then we'll get some glass out. And if we do like the glass, I won't, bore you with doing it all. Okay. Right. It's a good color. This color, Thorn, it's just that perfect color. All right. So now I'm just going to come, since I've gotten fairly close with the angle brush, as I say that, and then I come in with the big brush. Now I'm going to go ahead and come around smooth with the brush. Okay. And then anything that we missed with the first pass, any of the white, you can see. Goodness gracious, somebody has music in their car so loud that it's rattling my stinking windows. I know, Troy is like, what on earth? He's looking outside. What is that noise, son? Rattling the windows. Okay, so let me, I'm just going to, again, I will paint the bottoms and whatnot, but I want to get a little bit more of the handle, because depending on, oh, it's only been an hour. Because once we get our antiquing and everything on there, I don't want to repaint over it. You would think I made that doggone Lazy Susan for myself, and I don't ever use it. But it would help if I remembered. All right, let's dry some of this, and then, because I can see over there, there's a couple of white spots peeking through. All right. I could watch you craft for hours. Aw, that's sweet. Aw, thank you, Sandy, for the stars. I really appreciate that. I wish I knew at 18 what I know now, things would be a tad different, right? I know. Hi, Tracy. How are you, my friend? So good to see you. Is it PT time? PT time. PT time, y'all. Hi, Cherokee. How are you? Me too. I have two Lazy Susans. I never remember to put them on, Lisa. It's yes, no. I always paint the bottoms. Always. On all of my, whatever I'm doing, whatever my craft is, I always paint the bottoms, the backs. I just feel that it all needs to be done. Sandy Triplet says hi, Troy Boy. Hi, Luann. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Okay. So I can see over here where I was not, when I was getting close to the paper, I didn't have enough on my brush. Because it's a little spotty dotty. Okay, now I'm going to lift and kind of see. I want to at least get all of the edging done so we can go in and start doing some antiquing to it and get some dimension in here so it doesn't look so flat. Wow, that was a whole lot of paint. Okay, let's try that again. Yeah, but if you ever get anything from me in an auction, you'll know I paint the tops, bottoms, backs, unless it's like you know, like the wood frames and it's the natural wood and it looks good, then I won't. But I've always said, like, when you go buy something from a store, you know, you don't buy it, you know, and only half of it's done, and they're like, oh yeah, no, you wouldn't purchase it. I wouldn't, at least. So I just feel that, you know, if y'all are purchasing something from me, it should be done. All of it should be done, not just some of it. And that's just my personal preference. Just my take on it. Thank you, y'all. I bet you I just got paint on my face. Pretty sure I did. It is. It's the color is actually called the color is actually called Thorn, and it's the Decor Paint Chalky from Pentart. So it's Thorn. How on earth do I get paint all over me? I swear. On my nose, on the paint bottle, goes inside, not outside. Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of like my personal thing. I know some people, they don't care, you know, whether they buy something with the bottoms done, and some of the creators don't feel like, you know, why waste product on the bottoms if it's not going to be seen. I get that too, you know, but again, it's just personal preference. But I'm always so scared when my items go out that whoever gets it is going to hate it. So I want to make sure that, you know, it looks as good as it can possibly look before it goes out. So, what, baby? Oh, I need the other part. All right. So again, we will do something with that inner trim, and I want to get the glass and see if we want to put glass down. But before we do all of that, let's get some antiquing paste, and let's put some antiquing paste. Bubba's, don't do that to her. Let's get some antiquing paste. Troy scared me. Some antiquing paste in here. I know you guys scared me. You scared me, man. You scared me. Oh, you're ordering me to do this for you? Thank you for always finishing your projects. It looks so much better. Thank you. Thank you. Janet. Hi, Ashley. How are you? Thank you, Janet. I wouldn't buy anything that, yeah, like if you go to the store, right, and you pick up, you're going to get, you know, even if you're going down Target, right, you go and you're a piece of artwork, like, you know, if you picked it up and it had like all kind of crazy paint on the back and looking all wild, and you would go, okay. And then you'd probably look to see if they were all like that, and then you make a decision on whether or not you want it, right? But you probably, your first thought is like, what the heck? They forgot something. Thank you, Yvonne. Hello. Okay, so I grabbed my favorite, which is the Umbra. I grabbed the gold, and I grabbed the white antique paste. Kind of what we have here. And I want to bring out the definition that's on the outside, okay? And although that's a beautiful color, we're not trying to get rid of the color. We're just going to put we're going to bring some depth and dimension to it. I put it back down, right? Oh, absolutely, Ashley. Absolutely. I'm sorry, sis. Absolutely. All right, so God bless you, son. So let's get some of my DQ stipples. You know, I need my fluffy. And let's get a paper towel. So our first thing we're going to go in with is my favorite, which is the Umbra. Okay, so as always, a fresh brush. I'm going to work it into my bristles first. Okay. And then I'm going to come back and get a little bit more. And then I'm going to get my fresh, clean towel. You can use a baby wipe if you want. But I'm just going to come in on everything now. And as always with this, you can put as much down as you like. You know, take off as much as you like. Totally up to you. I can't see you, Bubba's. What are you trying to do, babe? You want to clean it, right? Because, okay. So, I'm going to take my cloth and I'm just going to wipe it back. So, let me show you what we're doing here. Okay? Come on down. Come on down a little bit. So, if you can see, is that dark or is it my screen? If you can see, now we're starting to get a little bit of definition. If you look over here, it looks, I don't know how else to say it, but it looks elementary almost to me. You know, when you slap on one layer of paint and it looks pretty, but it's just not, it needs something. It's missing something, right? So this is our something, our something. So we're just going to, and again, if you wanted to go back around and put more on there, you absolutely could. Oh, I can't stand when it does that. Absolutely. Absolutely. We've got your back, Miss Ashley. Prayers are free and easy. Easy to ask for prayers, right? Get our prayer warriors together. Everybody bands together, and telling you, this community does. They got you. And it looks kind of aged. A little bit, yeah. Look, it gives it just a little bit of that feel, but it also helps, you know, you start to see details now. You start to see, you know, the trim. You start to see that there's little leaves and whatnot in the actual handles, which now aren't so flat. Big old mamma jamma, I tell ya. It's a big mamma jamma. You guys are awesome. Prayers, prayers. Okay. All right, so that is our last little bit with the Umbra. Okay, now I'm going to come in with our, just going to work some of that off. And use the same brush, and I'm going to come in with the gold. And same thing. Okay, and again, you could put as much on there as you like. If you wanted to just do, you know, the gold or whatnot, you know, totally up to you. The colors in the paper, I think it pulls it all out and works well with it. So, and then if you get a little bit too much, you're not happy, or you put too much of a deposit down, just get your clear transparent wax, go over it, and it'll come up for you. You guys see that? Hi, Gail. Thank you. I'm not understanding what you mean by dry hard. Does it dry hard? Like, is it going to get crusty? Or, I don't know what you mean by dry hard, Miss Betty. This is the antiquing paste in Umbra Gold, and I also do have the white that we're just going to do a little bit of. Okay, let's flip this around because, again, you know, Terry can't figure out that you should pull out your Lazy Susan, because I'm lazy. I'm going to name it a Lazy Terry. Okay. Thank you, Luann. Am I seeing the same thing again? I'm using the antiquing paste in gold right now, but I use the Umbra right before it. And then I have the white out. Okay, and then this last little bit. And you can really see now how, I mean, it's just the combination of just those two are perfect with the colors in the rice paper. And I will do this to the back as well. So I'll put the Umbra, the gold, all of that on the back as well. Okay, I need to see something real quick. Okay. Something happened right here that I'm not real thrilled about. I don't even know if you guys can see it, but there's a real heavy deposit right here. So I am going to take a little bit of some clear wax, and I'm just going to come and take that off. I don't know. I believe that's where I started with my gold, and so it left a really heavy deposit there. All right, so now that I've got it knocked down, now I'll come back in. There we go. Okay, it was just, I don't even know if you guys can tell, but it didn't even, I don't know, it didn't look good at all, not to me anyways. All right, so again, if you have too much, you're not happy with it, just get your transparent. It looks almost like a dent. Where? I don't see a dent. Okay, so now I did take out the white, And I'm just going to use a fluffy with this. So the white is the same thing. It's the antiquing paste. And all I'm going to do with this, because we will still use some waxes, okay? I don't see a dent either. I'm not sure what. Yes, the clear is also the wax paste transparent clear, but any clear will work. So I am going to just take a little bit of the white, and again, I'm just going to take okay, I don't like that white. It's dulling it down, and I don't want that with all the shine that we did. So what we're going to do is grab Celestial from yesterday. Remember that beautiful color? Finnebears. Yeah, I don't see a dent either. I was thinking the same thing. About the what? The white? The dull? The dulling? Yeah. The white is very pretty. However, on top of all of this shine, it just dulled it down, and I don't want that. So let's take another fluffy. And we're going to use, so this is Bitterbear's, one of her new ones, and this is Celestial. You can get this at, you can check my Micah Daughters and see if Maria has it. Sharon, thank you so much for the stuff. I don't even know what to say. Thank you so much, Sharon. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the stars, Sharon. What on earth? You know, I never expect stars, and but I appreciate that so much. Goodness gracious. Although knowing Sharon, she's probably not sending it to me. She's probably sending it to her Choi Choi. Come on down here so you can see how beautiful Celestial is. So this is Celestial, and this is what I was wanting from the white, but on top of what we were doing, it was dulling it down. So I literally, again, see how far out I'm holding from the end of that ferrule, right? I don't want to cover the umbra, and I don't want to cover the gold. I just want a little shine. Do you see that? Thank you so much, Sharon. I really hope someday that I'll be able to meet you, Sharon. I hope I can meet all of you one day. I don't know, God willing, maybe I can have something where you guys can all come and visit me. I don't know. Or I can go somewhere where everybody can go. But I would love to be able to meet y'all one day. I mean, I love our Zoom, but it would be awesome to actually sit and, like, I don't know, have coffee or tea or biscuits or whatever you like. Go shopping together. That would be awesome. You never know. Maybe one day little old Terry can do like a little live class or something where you guys can actually come. You never know. Thank you. Trying to help you pay for canvases. See? Oh. Yeah. That's almost half. Nicole sent the cents. I don't know, what was it, like 89 cents or something like that. Nicole sent him 89 cents in the box. I was like, really, Nicole? I think it was, yeah, whatever it was, 130 something, whatever. They were $34.99 each, and whatever the pennies were, she sent it in the box. I was like, ha, you're very funny. Okay, so let me just show you. So this is what it looks like, right? With the celestial, and this half does not have it yet. So do you see how it just Cherokee? Do you see how it just almost like brings that shine, but it doesn't take, because it still has the gold and the umbra and everything in there. Oh, is he? Wow. You can come to South Carolina and visit me. I would love that. I live on a farm. Oh, that would be, wow. Just don't forget. What does that say? Just don't forget to put your contacts in so you know what we look like. Can't with you. Oh my God. Why did I tell you guys? I'm never going to live that down. Why did I even see? Sometimes I tell you guys too much. So I know what you guys look like. What, baby? What? Did you kneel down in the wet grass? What are you showing me? I can't see. You got black pants on, bub. Okay, and you know, with wax as well, you can wipe it back too. So it's not only like your antiquing paste or whatnot. If you wanna wipe back your, you most certainly can. But oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, it's gorgeous. All right, I would even like to Goodwill shop with you and Troy, right? I would love to do a workshop, Shannon. Sharon, that would be amazing. But I'd have to, people wouldn't have to. People would want to need to come, and I'd have to organize a lot. And golly, that's a lot. It's nuanced and pretty. Yes, you can come here as well. I would love to go to Australia. Oh, okay. Put it over there by the sink, Pops, so Mom can fix it. Okay, so before I let you go for today, obviously there needs to be a little bit of something on the inside. I don't know what kind of trim, but what I was thinking, because of the way the flowers were, is I wanted to take out some of the glass, because look at the colors. If you guys remember, there were some beautiful colors that I had gotten that seemed to match. So I kind of wanted to play and see. It's now this is going to take me a minute, because I want to get out one of the trays, because Amanda does these, these are all done by her. So there's all different sizes and, shapes and whatnot. And the last time that I did this, it was almost so relaxing, because I started looking and picking through the shapes and trying to find, the right ones. Because, the owl that I did, I just put a little bit on one of his feathers. And that was just kind of to try it out and see. But, take the other one off too. Will you do? Yes, absolutely. So I will do, oh, Carrie, you went over. Hi, Audrey, how are you? So I would, whatever I do, if I do put this glass down, whatever I do here, I would set it down with resin. So if you could see, this is, I believe this one, this is blush. This is the gold. And I thought I left the names of all of these out, but I did not. So, and it's from Deep South Shelling, and her name is Amanda. And again, so if you can see, the colors are perfect. So I don't know, Papa's take that one off and put it at the sink. I don't know what you guys think if I were to maybe just do it in the middle. But this was what was kind of the fun and relaxing part, was just finding all of the pieces, you know, to fit in there. Because I think that's what I had a hard time with on the owl. I started to do like all of the feathers, and then I said, okay, no, that's too much. I didn't want to, you know, do so much that it looked crazy. I wanted it to be pretty, and so I kind of took off all, because I had on the owl, I had all of the feathers done. Come on, what are you doing way up there? And so, and then I took it all off, and I said, okay, it's taken away from, you know, taken away from it. So I thought, no, let's take it all back off. And then I just put a little bit, and then I thought, okay, that worked. So, but oh, let me see, because there's different colors, obviously, in here in the flowers. So let's add a little bit of the blush. And then you guys can tell me what you think after we do a couple, if it should be, if I should do it or not. Or nah. Where are my tweezers? You like the glass on there? Oh, okay, Papas. I got it. Don't worry, I got it. I got it under control. I got it. So that's a little bit of the blush on there. And then, so that would be on that one. The picker pin, they're too heavy. I thought of that though. They're too heavy. So now this one has like more of the blush on there. So, you know, we just kind of pick up. And as you can see, the pieces are all, you know, they're shaped all differently, and it is glass, so be careful. You don't, you know. Teresa's hands are very sensitive, so she actually wears gloves when she works with the glass. I haven't found like that they bother my hands or anything, so I'm gonna put a couple. So it's almost like a little puzzle. You know, you just kind of, and it's funny because it seems that they, no matter what, they fit together perfectly. I mean, you know. The colors coming through, a little bit here. Can you see that? So they're coming through a little bit through the glass as well. which is pretty. I didn't even notice that, Deborah, until you said that. But yep, they're coming through a little bit. And then let's get... And then obviously once I get these all in place, I will pour epoxy with it, and then, you know, they'll set down. Teresa did do, when I seen her do this, and I was like, oh, I need some. I want to try it. She actually used the pouring glaze. She said it worked. She said she did like, you know, using the epoxy better, but you know, if you don't like epoxy, the pouring glaze did work. Doing it on like something this size, though, that would be a whole lot of. Look at that. What do you guys think about that? If you use glass, do you have to resin the piece? That's what I was just saying. So she used pouring glaze, and that worked fine, but she does prefer the resin. I've only ever used the resin, and you know, this is only my second time now that I'll use the glass. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, should I do like more little bits and pieces, or like, are the flowers enough? Because I do have like the darker brown as well that would go with this. So I could like pick up some of the pieces here with the brown and the golds. Hi, Pamela Parker. I didn't even see you come in. Oh, I hate that. I hate not saying hello to you guys. I feel so icky, especially when I go through the replay comments and I notice somebody's new, or somebody says, you know, hi, and I don't see it. It makes me feel icky. Icky, 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 icky. You love this green? It's a good green. So look, let's put a couple. If you have tweezers, like I have somewhere, probably staring me right in the face. I have different. I don't like these, but whatever. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Fine, I'll use these. I don't like these either. But if you have tweezers, it helps. Look, that piece is upside down. So I can do some of the darker down here. And then actually that piece fits there perfectly with what the brown is. And then put some of the gold as well. More is more. I just came in. We'll watch first part on replay. Don't beat yourself up. Maybe you didn't have your contact. Janine! Janine. Oh, good cuggly muggly. Oh my goodness. Janine. What, Papa? It did come on now. I'm sorry. I missed it the first time. Hold on, son. So that would be, you know, I can play with this a little bit, and then I'll get that all in there. And so I'll do a little bit down here. And I think that would probably be it, though. I don't know that I would do too much up here, because then I think it's going to happen like how I felt with the bird, like it was too much. Hi, Bernice. I'm saying hello. So if you miss me, please don't feel yucky. Aw. I do have green, but it's not the right green. It's like a teal green. So I want to get more, though. I do want to get more. And then I have like a black and a charcoal, I think it was. And hey. This is pink. That's blush. Did I say that? This is rose gold. So I have rose gold, black, like a gray, a teal. So I want to get more because I just kind of wanted to see like if I would even use it. But I thought, yeah, it's fun. It's super fun. You will not live that down. I know. Now every time something goes wrong, and I can't see it as it is, y'all. You guys know I have contacts and I still have to wear cheaters. So yeah. I can imagine Trevor was a little bit nervous this morning. Whoops, I didn't mean to take myself totally out. So anyhow, I'm going to sit here and probably just play with this a little bit. I'll put the glass down, and then I need to put a trim around. I want to do a trim around the edges. And what are you doing with that? Oh, Lordy B. Get a cell phone holder. Sue, do you see that? Where is that guy at? Does anybody see that guy? Yep, I see him. Hold on a minute, Troy. I got him. You dirty, dirty, dirty guy. Anyhow, so I am going to go through and I will put glass, and then I'll put the trim, and then I'll resin it. I don't know if I'll be able to put pictures up tomorrow because the resin has to. I got him. You know what, dude? You're in the wrong room, buddy, because I won't hold back. I'll tell you where you can go with your idiotic stuff. Hold on, son. You're a fool. You are foolish. Anyhow, so I will see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. Like I said, I don't know if pictures will be up tomorrow, but they'll definitely be up as soon as the resin cures. Some people just are losers and have nothing better to do with your time. So I hope you can still see me because, yes, I did call you. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Anyhow, I love you guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Talk to you later.